So ask yourself when you're thinking about your strengths, what am I good at? But maybe more importantly, how can I use my strengths to my advantage? All right? With weaknesses. These are things that you struggle with. Now, weaknesses, identifying them, writing them down, sharing them with a mentor, it takes a tremendous amount of self-awareness to be able to do this. And it's difficult. But I want to tell you, it's also really important, and it's okay. Because first of all, everybody has them. Right? Nobody is perfect. Nobody is without a weakness. Second, I will tell you that recruiters, talent acquisition professionals, managers, a lot of folks, we have this superpower where we can tell if somebody's trying to give us a weakness that we know is they're just trying to get around the question. Right? So if you're ever in an interview and somebody says, okay, well, what are your weaknesses? And you say, oh, my weaknesses, I work too hard. First of all, we sniff that out right away. We know that that's a non-answer. Right? People say, oh, I work too hard because that is my way of saying that I apply myself in everything. I'm using weakness as a strength. We have the ability to then turn around and say, well, do you work too hard because you don't manage your time well? Right? Are you working so hard? Are you putting in the extra hours? Are you doing all this stuff because you haven't compartmentalized or you haven't prioritized your tasks? If you're working so hard, what is it that you're not working on? What is it that you're not paying attention to on the back end? So be honest about your weaknesses, but think about what you can improve on and how you can address them. Does anybody want to be the brave soul who shares what their weakness is? Ah, love it. See, the hand actually went up quicker for the weakness question than for the strength question. And I really admire that.
I can often procrastinate and leave tasks last minute sometimes.
Sure, absolutely, right? Procrastination. I've got some time. I've got 2 weeks. I've got a week. I've got 3 days. Shoot, it's due tomorrow. I better get working on it. Maybe at 8 p.m. I'll get started on it, right? I got time. It's natural to do that. In some cases, there's even a little voice in our head that says, don't worry about it. You do your best work when you're under pressure. You ever heard that little voice in your head say that to you? That may be true. You might do really great work. That might be the ice in the veins, right? Where you do some really great work when you're under pressure. But getting started early takes some of that pressure off. So maybe instead of getting it done at the last minute, you're doing the revision at the last minute. To be aware of the fact that you may have a tendency to procrastinate is very powerful because now you can start to think about how you're going to address that and how you're going to overcome that. And on an interview, you can discuss, here are the steps that I've taken. Or you can even say, I identify procrastination as a weakness, but I've overcome it and I want to tell you how, and I'm going to continue to work on that as I grow professionally. All right?